can't wait. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Will kick this deep to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma and Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
They'll run it here. You see, you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And the Mustangs will send the punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Branch. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just by 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Back to throw. It's Jennings. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Now, the offense tried to go play action there, but how about the big man in the middle? This defensive tackle showing you he's athletic as well. Gets to the quarterback, comes up with a big sack.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Wildcats looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Kansas State has moved into the red zone now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point was up and good.
Kansas State, 14, SMU.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Set to kickoff.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks like he's going to run it. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. To the air, it's Jennings. Tries to get it to the running back. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. The Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. You can see what happens when they have that kind of time back there.
Wideouts now clustered. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. You're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas State 14, SMU 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass caught. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Call is a quarterback sneak. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
And that's a solid gain, and the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. He's past the marker and still going. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 40. At the 20. Crosses the 10. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast, This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. And the Mustangs will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down.
The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion makes it second down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The Wildcats looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Defense is coming after him. Sacked, dropped at the 3. Coming up, second down and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Kansas State.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
That makes the score.
And the point after is right down the middle.
27, SMU 0.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over first and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll feed the back again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Mustangs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And first down for the offense.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Kansas State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And the Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And in first down, they go right back to him. A change of direction. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Kansas State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Number 84.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
34, SMU 0.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down and long from the 9-yard line. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Hey, you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. There's the handoff. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go. 4th down. They'll try to run for it. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, it's Price. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Contact as he threw it. Finds his man. Has the 1st down. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. The Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he gets into the end zone to further cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Give it to the back again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A quick throw out left, complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the tide runs down here in the third quarter.
With the score, Kansas State 34, SMU 8.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Tackled, but first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score.
Now they get set to kick it away.
41, SMU 8.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Ball handed off. In the clear at the 25. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The 20. Crosses the 10. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, SMU. Now the try for the two-point conversion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone to cut this lead a little more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching him.
And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Kansas State.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
16.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The running back carry picks up 7. Second down.
And the Mustangs look at a cash in the red zone. They'll run it with the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big haul on the ball and bat it away.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Long enough and good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next.
Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's at the 50. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Ponies. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. He's up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Hit as he released it, and it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Dropping back, it's Johnson. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the pressure still hasn't gotten to him. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
SMU 27.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. He's been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, SMU.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Kansas State.
The Mustangs will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games with a little bit more suspense.